GB News was interrupted for a grim World War III warning from defense and military analyst Sean Bell live on air, as hosts Ellie, Costello and Stephen Dixon were left reeling. A British government building has now been caught up in Russia's second-largest strike of the Ukraine war, and now it seems the UK will have to up the ante in terms of its response. Ellie asked on the programme, "This is the first time British government property has been caught up in a Russian attack, isn't it? Does it look to you as though this could have been intentional?" But Bell was keen to clear that up, explaining, bluntly, "The answer is almost certainly no. I don't think there will be any advantage to Russia deliberately targeting British government or EU buildings." It has prompted a raft of reaction, UN Secretary-General describing it as unacceptable, the British government dragging in the Russian ambassador. But the harsh reality is that's not going to stop President Putin doing anything at all. I suspect what's happened is this is the fallout. Let's put it into context. It was the second largest strike by Russia since the start of this war, nearly 600 drones, over 30 missiles, and traditionally Ukraine claims they shot down about 90% of the incoming. When you shoot down a missile or a drone, it's still full of high explosive. It may not hit its intended target, but it may end up in a building. But he went on to warn, this is a threat to our national security. It may look like it's on another country, another shore, but it's on the European continent. We've got a rich history of demonstrating how these things can spread. There are ways that we can up the ante, and if we don't, I think it's pretty clear Russia will eventually grind its way to a pause in the fighting for a few years. What will China make of that? What will North Korea make of that? What will Iran make of that? I think that leaves our national and international security in a very, very difficult position. Trying to create a more harmonized, coherent approach to this will be vital. I think ultimately we are going to see Western leaders nudge towards what do we do to up the ante militarily. I don't think boots on the ground is the answer. That could be very dangerous. I think we're edging slowly towards the point where we have to decide whether we are going to stop this, or live with the consequences.